Welcome to the Funny Farm. As you enter the Funny Farm, you'll see plenty of room to store your boots, your winter gear, your summer gear, and everything as you enter into the grand area. Beautifully tiled shelves with heated space behind them. Make sure all your gear is dry for the next day. As you enter in, on the left we have a bunk room, one of our 3 bunk rooms, which are 4 or 5 beds per room. My name is Bruce Bauer. My family and I own the Funny Farm out of Haines, Alaska. We're a lodge for everybody. We're not a hotel. No, we're not a bed and breakfast. We're basically a place where our home becomes your home. And like Tim Thomas always said, everybody loves to come home. As you leave the bunk room and enter to the dining area, we have a large gathering table for dining, conferencing, which enters you into the great room. Great room having multifaceted aspects, the pool table, plenty of sitting space, audio visual. Just off the side on the north end of the great room is the bar. This bar is here for your self-service. A refrigerator is provided for you to store any beverages you desire, plus games and a place to sit and socialize, chunk up some ice and mix up a drink. Little popcorn. Popcorn machines there anytime you need it. Just make it yourself. Quick game of pool before dinner. Cooks in the kitchen getting it ready. Our kitchen's fully stocked, fully ready for your every need. One of our new private rooms on the bottom floor right here. Most of our private rooms, all of our private rooms have queen beds and also can accommodate a single bed in them if any of the guests or residents require. Venturing further into the great room, you see kind of the multi-use area that it has become throughout the years. Joining the kitchen, the social kitchen island there, the largest social gathering spot in the whole house. If you want to know what's rumoring going on there, get to the kitchen island, you'll find out. Full stock pantry, fully equipped kitchen ready to service all your needs, 3 meals a day. Making sure you have enough food taking out in the field for whatever venture it is you've come to Haines for. Funny Farm started in 2001. A bunch of friends came up from Juneau to catch the snow. That's why I moved there. Moved there for the snow. And powder was everywhere in Haines, Alaska. Nobody knew it, that's all. 2001, we set up shop, my family and I. A couple of friends came, slept on the couch, slept on the floor. Pretty soon more came. Pretty soon they all came. Pretty soon it cost me money. I decided, okay, everybody got to kick down for a little food, got to kick down for a little bit of lodging, a little bit of hot water. One day, Justin Hostenek from Absinthe Productions called up and said, "Is this a Funny Farm?" I said, "Sure is." He said, "I heard you rent rooms to skiers, snowboarders, and film crews." I said, "Okay." That's pretty much where the Funny Farm officially started. Ever since then, Justin brought his crew from Europe. And Funny Farm's been involved in every Absinthe film, number 1 through 12. And one of the things Funny Farm deals with a lot is film crews and TV crews. We know how to keep you all excited, and on down days, how to keep your psyche going. We deal with families all the time. We had them from 70-year-old down to 4-year-old last year. As we leave the great room and venture up to the second floor, we find many of the guest rooms and other convenient nooks and crannies and little hidden areas for you to be isolated, do your own thing, or just ponder life in Alaska in general. Again, one of our private rooms here. This is the line room. Why we call it that, I don't know yet. Maybe you'll have a definition for me. Look at that, there's snow there. One of the favorite aspects on an after day or a down day of skiing is the sauna. And we have just cherried out our sauna for you since the rebuild of the Funny Farm. We're ready. You can pack them all in. Sauna's going 24/7. The sauna is accompanied by a full bathroom and shower for all your conveniences right there at hand. The second floor living room is a popular place to gather. Just a nice quiet place to read, do a few odds and ends, get on the internet. Another one of our many nooks and crannies is the Northern Lights viewing area. A nice sofa, nice windows looking out to the north, and on those big nights where the Northern Lights are out, this is the place you want to be. Or maybe one of those big firework nights where the bonfire's going. Definitely one of the most advantageous viewpoints in the whole house. From there we go up to Crow's Nest. Crow's Nest is a series of rooms that are a little more quiet in the quietest part of the house, if there is such a thing in the funny farm. You'll know we have 3 private rooms, queen beds, and singles if additionally required. Funny Farm ran from 2001 to 2005 when it became apparent we needed more space, so we added on. We added on a few more rooms, and all of a sudden the Funny Farm got a little more popular. I think that's just Haines got a little more popular. So after that, carried on. Pretty soon the Funny Farm just became an integral part of the heli world and the heli ski industry in Haines, Alaska, which was ever growing. Each of the private rooms in the Crow's Nest was not designed by an architect, but by the Funny Farm itself. A little bit odd, but yes, quite perfect for your needs here, and you'll find them to be quite homey. If you have any ideas what to do in the 2 back rooms of the Crow's Nest, let us know, because that's the design we're going to use, I hope. The last room in the Crow's Nest is our son Cameron. Cameron's room has become the official room of the new Wall. The Wall is a famous place where skiers, snowboarders, photographers, cinematographers, or anyone involved in the ski or television industry comes to leave their marker. They mark it, they draw it, they sign their name, they do whatever. This is the famous Wall of the Funny Farm, and we've started it new since the fire. As we leave the Crow's Nest and venture back towards the center area of the second floor, the living room of the second floor is an inviting place. The Northern Lights room, being another special room of the house, indeed, open the curtains at night and watch the Northern Lights from your room. The looks of a true Alaskan lodge, the wrought iron, the beam, all the works combining the mountains and the nautical ocean. Bring the Funny Farm to give it its unique look. Just fits the environment of Haines, Alaska perfectly. A couple of years ago in 2010, I got sick. I got sick bad. And the Funny Farm had to kind of shut her down for a couple of years. But it was really funny because guests we had from years before came and said, "Hey Bruce, you need us more than we need you," and they came and they just stayed to be there for us. I think that's what a lot of the Funny Farm is all about. It's we're all family. You know, it's a place where we all call home and be just a big extended family. Right after I was done being sick, then a couple of weeks later, Funny Farm burnt. On December 17th, 2011, the Funny Farm burnt down on my birthday. And it really set us back, as you might imagine. It was a record winter that winter. 37 feet of snow, 20 below for 3.5 weeks straight. My family and I got together and we said, what do we do? I said, what do you want to do? We could stay here, we can move to Phoenix, Arizona, California, Juneau, into Haines, we could build a new thing, whatever. A 13-year-old Cameron piped up and said, Dad, we're not done here yet. It's pretty much all that was needed to be said. Started ripping out all the burnt down crap, throwing it in a big pile, and started to rebuild the funny farm to what it is. 427 days later, we got done, and we moved into that house. The funny farm you all knew before the fire, and the funny farm some of you haven't known yet but need to know. And 2 days later, our first guest came, and we knew then the funny farm was back to life. The loft room. One of our shared rooms with a special little work or study loft up in the upstairs facing the north for, again, another one of those incredible Northern Lights viewing areas. This is our first rebuild season, the year of 2013, and we started it right off with the Funny Farm heli season. And the energy that the Funny Farm produces, the energy and everything that everybody makes it was there. And we knew it in a bigger and better way. And so yeah, out of the ashes of the fire rises a phoenix sometimes, and I think the Funny Farm is one of those examples. As we venture up to the 3rd floor west, this is our basic youth hostel, or where we store the animals area. Once again, at the top of the stairs, you'll find plenty of lavish sitting areas, places to hide away, do your work, little nooks and crannies. One of our famous nooks and crannies yet. Adjacent to that is a full shower bathroom on the 3rd floor for those that are staying in the 3rd floor west. The 3rd floor west is comprised of 2 bunk rooms, each containing 4 or 5 bunks, depending on your group's needs. These bunks are youth hostel form, and sometimes maybe you'll rent one bunk but not know who's in the next bunk, just as safe we're in a hostel. Or, as we all know, 5 bunks makes 5 people. 5 people makes a heli load. We're looking forward to having you all come and see what the Funny Farm is all about in Haines, Alaska. The other thing is we're not just there in the winter. We're there in the summer now. We're there year-round. You want to come in ATV, you want a dirt bike, you want to cross-country ski, you want a snowshoe, dog sled, snow machine, bicycle, hike, fish, eagle watch, photograph, TV crew, you name it. Have I missed anybody? Come on by, because I think the Funny Farm's a place you might find to be a good place to call home away from home. And remember what I said? Everyone loves to come home. So we look forward to seeing you at the Funny Farm.